This is a quick Zotero tutorial. So I've created this small document here, and I've also created a Google Doc that's the same, just some scratch text. And I've opened up the library page and secondary sources on how to write research papers. You should all know where that is by now. So what we're going to do is assume that you've got Zotero installed and you're working in LibreOffice or Google Docs or Word. I don't have Word installed on this computer, so I can't show you Word, but you can figure it out. It's a very similar process, and you just look for the Zotero add items and edit items. So we've written this lovely thing, and let's first get some citations. So this is called ipsum lorem. And this one's open online, so we'll click on it. And in your browser, it can be Chrome or Firefox. I think Safari is working now. Internet Explorer is a gamble. So if you use one of those, you'll have a little icon here, and it'll change varying on whether it's an article or a book. So this is showing a book, but it should show an article. But anyway, we'll click on it, and as long as Zotero is open, it will add the citation to your library. So let's open up Zotero, and there's our citation. It's a journal article by Freddie Moreno in Salutum Scientia Spiritus, very important journal. So we've got our citation. What do we do with it? Well, let's start out in LibreOffice. So let's say we want to put our footnote right here. You just basically go up here and do add citation and choose Chicago Manual of Style full note, and we will do footnotes, leave the rest at default, and click OK. You only have to do that once. Now we remember our title was ipsum, or you can go by the author. So let's try that. His name's Freddie. So all the Freddie, we only have one Freddie, but if it were Fred, you've got a bunch more. So you just basically type things until you get something close. So there's our site, ipsum lorem, and we just click on it, and there it is, and you can get the page number. Let's just say it's we don't know what the page numbers are, so if you need a page number, you can put it in there. If it's a book, you should put it in. If you need to do a little descriptive item in your footnote around it, you can do a prefix and a suffix before and after, but for the most part you don't need that. You just need to put in your page number. So once we've got all that, we'll hit enter. There's your footnote, and let's scroll down to the bottom of the page. All set up for you. Now for my classes, since we're doing Chicago, you don't need to do a bibliography. For other classes, if you want to do a bibliography, what you do is you start a new page. So you do Control Enter, it starts a new page, and you would do add edit bibliography here. So we'll do works cited, and we will do add edit bibliography here, and there's our bibliography. And you'll notice, well, that's not quite right. Oh, let's try. Okay, is that spelled correctly? Nope, it shouldn't be caps. So all right, so now we know we've got it right. We'll put it in. And we've got our in case you wondered, so let's see what that does. So we got a great big footnote here. And the nice thing is Zotero keeps track of where we are. So there we go. There's your footnote. And let's do a hard page. And works cited. And we'll make that a heading 2. And hit enter. And Zotero, add edit bibliography, where the cursor is, it's updating, and there is your perfectly formatted bibliography. Again, I'm happy with just the footnotes if you need them, so I'm not particularly hooked on having a bibliography if you do the footnotes right. But one last thing is, if you need to, you can copy citations into other things like we did with Joomla. So what you do is you right click and do create bibliography from item, choose our full note, pick note, copy to clipboard, okay, and then we'll go to our notepad, and there you go. So if you need to paste it into like a bibliography for somewhere else, or just paste in a citation in an email, Zotero is your friend. One last trick is, instead of doing all that, you can just do Control-Shift-A. It copies it right to your clipboard. As you can see, it copied it to my clipboard down here, and then we'll put it in, and there you go. That is Zotero's introduction, and that's it. Ipsum Lorem.